Good morning, Petunia Preschool, or afternoon, or night. Is it nighttime? It's morning here, kind of. 9:30. David slept until about 9. You guys been sleeping in? Let's see, what did we do yesterday? We had some popsicles and played on the trampoline. And about it. Did our schoolwork. Went for a walk. Oh, did you see this guy? You heard me say that. Ranger, come say hi. Come say hi. Here's David. Did you bring something? Yeah. Okay, well, first I'll read. So, yesterday we were in kind of a hurry because we had slept in so much.
I did sleep in a lot.
You kind of slept in again today. Oh goodness, I'm gonna be sad when we're done with this book. So, chapter 13 was called Psh.
What?
Is called Psh.
Can I say?
Here's chapter 13. So, do you remember what happened? Let's see what was happening. Remember the clown ran so fast he jumped out of his shoes?
I don't.
Because there was a white balloon goon dragging himself towards the clown, and the clown was saying, "Run for your lives!" The clown was really scared. All right. Psh. What does that sound? There's a big truck pulling over. What does that sound? Psh. Kind of sounds like shh. No. No.
Look at his ears popping up like a goon.
The house across the street from my house, they are building. They're either adding on to their house or building a little house in their backyard. Yeah.
The she shed?
No, that's at. Yeah. So there's a lot of big trucks going in and out, and Cringer is not very happy about that. Anyway, psh, I think it's supposed to be the sound of air escaping.
Let's move up.
The white balloon goon lurched toward the two boys. "Rip! Run!" Alexander shouted. David. No, put that down. "No," Rip said. "It's just a balloon." He picked up a giant clown shoe. "I say we fight." Alexander scrambled onto the picnic table. The balloon goon opened a large valve on the bouncy castle. Air rushed out with great psh. The goon chomped on the valve, swelling up from the escaping air. "It's eating the air," Rip said. "It all makes sense now," yelled Alexander. "The flat tires, the dodgeball, my mattress. These goons have been stealing air from everything in town." The balloon goon had doubled in size. It had 4 wiggly arms, all reaching for Rip. Rip held the floppy shoe like a baseball bat. "You don't scare me." The goon scrunched down like a spring and then vaulted toward Rip. Rip swung the pointy-toed shoe with both hands, splack, making a tear in the goon's silky belly. The monster collapsed as the air whooshed out from its wound. Alexander shouted down to Rip, "You did it!" Rip twirled the shoe on one end of his finger. "Of course I did, salamander." Then 100 more balloon goons came to the party. So it was easy for Rip to battle one balloon goon, but do you think Rip can battle 100 balloon goons? Chapter 14, we gotta read chapter 14. Bouncing off the walls. Alexander climbed up onto a nearby tree limb. "Come on, Rip!" he yelled, climbing higher. Balloon goons filled the backyard. The group from the front circled around the house as dozens more glided in from the woods. The crowd of swaying monsters silently zeroed in on Rip. "No way," said Rip. He swung his clown shoe, but that was no match for the balloons. They grabbed Rip and lifted him high into the air. "Salamander, help!" he shouted. Alexander hugged his branch as the balloons carried Rip off into the woods.
No.
A moment later, Alexander dropped from the tree. Now, this says, who will save Rip? It says Alexander's dad? No. He wandered off wearing the blindfold. Remember, he was still playing Pin to the Tail on the Donkey. The nervous clown? No.
So Alexander...
He ran away crying. Stanley the steam shovel? No, he's an imaginary cartoon character. Alexander?
Yes.
Yes. He's the only one around. Alexander trailed the balloon goons as they marched through the woods. Then he gasped.
No! Oh, I know what's gonna happen. Rip's gonna be a balloon goon.
You think so? Look at this cool castle.
Maybe that's what's happening. They're turning Rip into a balloon goon.
Before him stood the largest bouncy castle ever built. It was the size of a real castle, with towers, battlements, and even a drawbridge.
That'd be awesome.
Except the entire thing was made of rubber. The balloon goons dragged Rip into their bouncy fortress, leaving the drawbridge open. Alexander stepped onto the drawbridge. It wobbled slightly. He took a breath and entered the gate. It was dark inside. Alexander could hear a faint shh sound, as though the walls were breathing. There was no sign of Rip or any balloon goons. Walking was tricky, so Alexander tried jumping. The springy floor launched him up to the ceiling. He rebounded off the wall and bounced down the hallway. That's kind of cool. Alexander bopped his way through the maze of passageways. He got lost a few times, but eventually found himself in the heart of the fortress. It was an enormous room with no ceiling, just the blue morning sky. In the middle of the arena, a kid was tied to an inflatable post. Alexander leaped over. "Rip, you're alive!" Rip smiled. "Salamander, untie me." Alexander worked at the knots. "Why did they bring you to their fortress?" "Fortress?" Rip snorted. "This place is a factory. While you were playing hopscotch, they brought out 1,000,000 baby balloon goons and forced me to blow them up. Once I ran out of breath, they tied me up." "Is that their secret?" Alexander asked. "They're building an army?" He loosened one knot, but there were dozens to go. "Just imagine, no pool toys, no bikes, and," he swallowed, "no whoopee cushions. We have to stop them." The ground began to quiver. Alexander heard a low rumbling, like hundreds of basketballs being dribbled at once. An army of angry balloon goons swarmed from all sides. The boys were surrounded.
Is that the end?
No, I think there's just one. Let's save it for tomorrow.
Is that the end of the chapter?
The next chapter, that's the end of the chapter, is chapter 15. It's called Ready or Not. But this knot, K-N-O-T, this is like, not today, or I'm not afraid of you. This knot, K-N-O-T, knot, is like the knot you would tie in a balloon or your shoe or string. I had an idea before David shows something. David probably won't like my idea, and you don't have to do it. But all of this talking about balloons has been made me have the balloon song stuck in my head for probably days now. Do you want to sing it with me, or do you want to just listen?
I don't even want to listen.
I know. I don't like singing when I don't have... Number one, I'm not... Well, I do sing a lot, don't I?
Yeah.
It drives David crazy. But when I'm at school, I have all of you guys to help me sing. All right, listen. But, okay, let's sing 3 rounds of the balloon song. So...
3!
And now here comes Zach. And I don't want all of this singing audience. So do you want to show your stuff first? Or should I sing?
Get it done with.
Sing now. All right. So everybody, here on a count of 3, here is my magical balloon pouch. On a count of 3.
Balloon pouch?
Yep, this pouch has every color balloon. Let me open it. Oh yes, it has every color balloon that you could think of in it. So on a count of 3, I'm gonna throw it. You gotta catch it, okay? 1, 2. There's one for each of you. 3. Catch.
Got it.
You got yours? All right. Now, I can't hear what colors you guys want, so I'm going to pick 3 colors. So let's open the pouch. I'm going to pull out a, what color is that? Blue. Blue balloon. You want to blow it up? So first you got to stretch it so it can get lots of air in it. Stretch it really hard. So lots of air.
It broke.
Oh, here's a new one. So
This one's red.
lots of air can go. Oh, here's a blue one. You gotta get a blue one. All right, ready? I got myself a blue balloon and blue and blue and blue. It got so big and round, it grew and grew and grew. I tossed it in the air and I never let it drop. I bounced it on the ground and suddenly it went pop. Now, if you want to go off and go just blow up a balloon for an hour,
Okay.
be my friend. Or feel free, be my friend. Or you can
Do you mean be my guest?
be my guest, be my friend. Or you could sing with me. All right, 2 more colors. All right,
Hey,
open
where's that balloon? That was right here. Is
Open-
it away?
open your pouch. I think that was a broken balloon.
No, it wasn't. It was
Oh,
actually
there's just 2
balloon.
more, so come sit down. All right, open your pouch. I'm going to pull out a pink balloon. No, this one's really stiff. Stretch it. Stretch it. Ready? All right, now you guys remember. Get your singing voices. La, 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 la. Ready to blow up this pink balloon? I got myself a pink balloon and blue and blue and blue. It got so big and round, it grew and grew and grew. I tossed it in the air and I never let it drop. Don't let it drop. I bounced it on the ground and suddenly it went pop. All right, 1 more. Hey, Dee, put that away, please.
Want to get it from me?
No, put that away.
Oh, fine.
1 last.
Ow, ow, ow.
I'm gonna dig through. Okay, you guys have all the colors that I have. Oh, it's rainbow. Now I know that somebody always picks a rainbow balloon. It's not just one color, it's a lot of colors. Kind of like on my shirt. It's a rainbow. All right, ready? This is our last balloon we're gonna blow up before David shows us a couple toys. I got myself a rainbow balloon and blue and blue and blue. It got so big and round, it grew and grew and grew. I tossed it in the air and I never let it drop. I bounced it on the ground and suddenly it went pop! Thank you for singing with me! Just made my day. I'm so happy, I'm so happy, I'm so happy. Don't tell David I'm so happy that he sang with me.
I just heard
He
you.
won't like it.
I just heard.
Tell David.
I
Okay,
heard
don't
you.
tell him.
They're telling. Wait, what did you say? What did you say? It made your day that I was
Don't tell.
with you. You know who told me? B told me.
B, did you tell David? All right. Well, I put some chapstick on. David has
Right, here it is, right here. This one. Boom. Okay, it's done.
All right, show, get the long video
Okay,
here.
so it's a cactus that my friend actually gave me.
Who gave this to you?
Sam gave it to me.
Oh, Sam did?
Yep.
And what does this cactus feel like? Can you tell just by how I'm holding it?
Yeah, it's squishy and stretchy.
Stretchy and squishy. David likes, somebody brought a stretchy, squishy something to school. All right, show us the next thing.
Okay, the next thing is this banana. That's even more stretchy.
Now, did we get this at, this one is weird. Whoa.
Wait, no, stop. Give it back. Give
Okay,
it back. You're going to
wait.
break it. You're gonna
I
break
won't
it.
break it. Where did we get this
Give it to me.
balloon?
We got it at Target.
Was it at
So we
Target?
saw it at Walgreens.
Yes.
And I was like, I want it. And then the next day we were gonna make banana bread. And so you're like, well, since we're making banana bread, you need to get a banana squishy.
Oh, we found it at, well, can I see
So
it? I won't touch
wait,
it.
okay, can I tell you why? Can I tell you what happened?
Mhm.
So a kid came running out of an aisle and said, a kid came running out of an aisle holding this. And then you asked, hey, where did you get those? And then he brought me over and showed me where they were. And I said, can I get one? You said, well, since we're making banana bread tonight, you have to get one.
I do remember making banana bread. I don't remember that happening. I remember when we saw it at Walgreens.
And then you said,
And there was just
it's
one,
too dirty.
And it was really dirty. Like, I see it.
It was that dirty.
And it was way dirty. This one doesn't even seem that dirty. It was super dirty. It seemed like somebody had brought a toy from their house that was like rolling around on the dirty car floor for a month and then stuck it on the shelf. But David was like, this is cool. And it was cool, but it was really dirty. And then
We saw it at Target.
we saw it at Target. We saw it at Target, I guess. We saw it somewhere else, I do remember.
And then
And I thought, oh, and it was clean. I was like, of course, we can get this one. All right, one more squishy toy before we
this
get to work.
lobster, and I call it the best in the world.
Yeah, you've had this since you were at least 2.
I'm gonna go 2.5. I'm gonna get 2.5 trick.
Only if you can find it quickly. And its name is Best in the World. Look at this guy. And David's taken good care of him. None of these have come off. I better not break them. His, what do you call these? Feelers, antennas? Here's some of his legs. And David has, did you find them?
Yeah.
David has a, whole drawer of squishy toys. All right, bring them up before we get to work.
Have you guys ever seen a purple lizard? Have you
Yeah.
ever seen a purple lizard?
Have you ever seen a purple lizard?
Well, I have, because this is my purple lizard. 2.5 trick.
Hold them up so you can see.
Because I got 2.5 trick when I was 2.5.
When David was 2.5 years old, he got 2.5 trick.
And so I named him 2.5
Or,
trick.
yeah, he got this lizard and I named him 2.5 trick. Good name.
And I really like it.
I really like him too.
And I hold him like this.
I like that he has never gotten a hole in him or
Yep,
anything.
and I've had him for years. Ever since I was 2.5 trick. Ever since
And now
I was,
you're...
ever since I was 2.5, and now I'm 9.5.
Yeah. So how long have you had him?
Let me see.
A long time.
7 years.
Yep. Good math.
7.5 years. Yes,
We were working on math right
yeah,
before.
7.5. Never mind. Yeah, 6.5 years. Because I got him when I was 2.5.
I think 7 is right.
No, 6.5 years.
David's teaching me math. All right, we're gonna go.
If I got him when I was 2.5, then I'd have to be 6.5. Because if 2 plus 7 equals 9, then
You're
2
about
and,
nine
and then
and
2
a half
and
now.
2.5. Yeah, so then I'd
So
be
7. You've had it about 7 years. All right. We are gonna go get David's schoolwork done so he can call all of his friends. Oh, don't it gets stuck in my hair. All right. Ready? David and Jesse
signing out.
signing out.